Hi, this video is based off of the chapter Young Adulthood and Pathways to Eternal Marriage from the book Successful Marriages and Families, Proclamation Principles and Research Perspectives by Alan J. Hawkins. And the first thing that I want to start out with is a quote that I really love. In modern times, the proclamation on the family reaffirms these teachings, stating that marriage is essential to his eternal plan for the eternal destiny of his children. I really love the phrasing eternal destiny. There have been times in my life where I'm just sitting on a decision, not really making any progress on my life journey, but once I'm just gonna go for it, both feet over the fence, I get an overwhelming feeling that I'm on my path of my eternal destiny. Like, this is where I need to be, and this is where I need to go. An example of this is when I got married. I married in my late teens, kind of right after I graduated high school. And I mean, the idea of marriage to begin with is scary, but add on top of that, just graduated high school, doesn't have a whole lot of life experiences. I loved this man. I loved my husband, and I wanted him to be mine. I didn't want, I wanted to lock him down forever and make that commitment. And it has been one of the best decisions I have ever made in my life. Once I made those promises and covenants with my husband, I knew that I was on my eternal path. And it was wonderful. It still is wonderful. But not everyone is meant to be married before they hit their 20s. Not everyone's meant to be a teenage bride. Marriage is hard, no matter what age or how stable you think you are. Marriage is hard. One of the sub chapters from this chapter is getting ahead before you're wed. And this really talks about the ideas and concepts of being financially stable, educated, and having a career started before marriage is even an option. This has become a very normal and typical way of thinking when it comes to marriages, and I completely understand the feelings of those. I remember before I got married, I'm like, but I'm a freshman in college. I work at a wax center. Financially, I wasn't in debt, but I had no credit to my name, never had a credit card. I never had to deal with any of that. And it was scary thinking that I didn't have any of that stability that I wanted. But thinking about it, those are just all excuses on why we can't commit. It's excusing our fear of marriage. Even if you do have those, you are financially stable, you have your education, it doesn't make marriage any easier. Yes, your life maybe, you're not working as hard all the time, but it doesn't make your marriage easier. Looking back when we first got married to now, I'm still working on my degree, but my husband's graduated, has a career, we're out of debt, which is awesome. But it doesn't make our marriage easier. We still have to work daily on it. It's a daily work in progress. We can't just we're set for life. You're done with school. We're financially good right now. We can just, live life without really thinking about our marriage. That's not true. Marriage is a work in progress, and that's something you have to remember when you get married. But you know what? Even through our hard times, I have someone that's always in my corner. I have someone that I know loves me. I have someone I know that supports me through every decision, which has really been helpful throughout my schooling and future career possibilities. No one else has been so supportive, and I wouldn't be where I am right now with my schooling and my future decision to go into the medical field if I didn't have my husband's support and I didn't have his love for me and for our family. But thank you so much for watching, and if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them. Thank you.